didn't even get to browse.
Hey YouTube, this is Mr. Tim Tom Naru. I'm doing a video on, what's it called? It's here somewhere. Oh, Hyperdimension Neptunia Rebirth 1 on how to fix it. So, I had a previous video on this. I had quite a few comments about it not working. And obviously most people were able to get it to work, but it's a bit of a pain in the ass, so I'm going to show you guys how. With that being said, you need to download the update. It's right here in the description, right under the word edit. There's a link. And if you guys don't like Mega for whatever reason, it works perfect on Opera without any extensions. It also works on Firefox. It works on everything. But if for some reason it doesn't work, for example, you could download MePony Portable and or just regular old MePony. I'll show you guys how to use it. It's not My Little Pony, it's a download manager. So if you go to Start, you go to, oh sorry, not File Explorer, Start, Apps, and scroll down to MePony. Here it is. It'll be coming up here momentarily. So don't mind this. It's come on now. Exit out of here. Sorry, I'm trying to exit out of my VPN and the computer doesn't want to listen. Because I was buying Steam games on International Marketplace. Anyways, when it gets here, it automatically pulls up to browse and download. Just switch over to add links and then click, you can copy the link and have it to capture, so that way as soon as you copy the mega link, although you'd want to copy the link down here and not the one that displays in here because this is not going to recognize the mega format. So just right click the link, go to copy link location, minimize this, paste and detect links. It's going to detect the mega link here, and it's it'll show it as Hyperdimension Neptunia Update 1 or Rebirth 1 Update February 19, 2015. So if mega.co.nz is a server, premium, unsupported, it doesn't really matter. Just right click it, click download. If it says anything about accepting terms of service, click I accept and click OK. But obviously, because I've used this downloading program before and it's not my first time, it's not going to say that for me. As you can see, the speed is redonkulously fast, so that's always a good thing. Oh shit, don't freeze on me now. Don't freeze on me now, don't freeze on me now. Whew. No, just kidding. Oh shit. Well anyways, it seems that it wanted to freeze on me, but that's no big deal. It's probably because I overclocked my CPU, and it's been a little bit not quite stable as it normally is. No big deal though. I mean, I'm kind of getting used to it. I need to just put it to 40% overclock instead of 55, or even 20% would be better than none, but this 55% is kind of overdoing it, and not in a good way. So the main premise, or essentially how it works, if you have the Mega add-on, which you should if you use Firefox or Chrome, you should also use AdBlock or uBlock, sorry. Anyways, let me show you guys how to set up where it downloads to. Go to add-ons, or go to thing and then go to add-ons. Go to extensions. For here you see Mega, click more and automatic updates. You can put this to on, and for downloads folder, this is where it's going to be saved. Click browse. So if you don't want it right on your desktop cluttering up stuff, I personally don't show anything on my desktop because I'd rather just have a blank slate and not have to worry about it. But if you don't want everything going on your desktop, just browse to a different folder and click select folder. So it's an issue with the most recent update for Mega but it's not really an issue because it's pretty easy to fix. So now you guys know how to fix it. If for some reason it stops at like 90% or 99% or whatever, just give it a few minutes, go take a walk, drink some coffee, smoke a cigarette, do whatever you normally do when you're bored. I'm not going to tell you to do anything unhealthy, but, you know, just whatever. Yeah, so, again, you can see it's 68% right now. And I do have a 150 megabit connection, but that has nothing to do with it, because this is just transferring the file from the server to a temporary file on my computer, and then once it gets to 100%, it'll be all the way transferred. Wait a couple more seconds and it'll be done. So I actually downloaded the update folder and then zipped it up, as opposed to making it an ISO. I should have made it an ISO. That would have made it a lot easier for some people and harder for other people. So this is why I did it this way. And I couldn't remember where I installed the game, so I looked on the video, and sure enough, it was in my D Games Hyperdimension Neptunia Rebirth 1. When I say game folder, this is what I mean. The folder that's labeled Hyperdimension Neptunia Rebirth 1 that has the Neptunia Rebirth 1 .exe. And as you can see, it says download has finished. It'll pop up in the corner here. Just click X, and then I'll show you guys how to copy it. So if you use Firefox or Chrome with the Mega extension, which you should if you're using either of those two browsers, or even Opera, you should always use the extension. Go to desktop or wherever it saved it to. You can even cut it, click Control X or Command X if you're using Mac. Go to this PC, go to C, or I'm sorry, whatever hard drive and folder you stored it in. For me, it was in D Games. I always just pick whatever one's full, make a folder called, or I'm sorry, empty, or has space. Make a folder called Games, and then put it in there. So I'm gonna paste this zip in here. It's gonna tell me that there's not enough space because it doesn't like me. So in that case, let me go to my desktop and empty my recycle bin. Delete some other stuff I have on here. Go to downloads. Oh, shoot, back. Let's see, size, here we go. Darn it, I don't want to delete any of this stuff. I still haven't uploaded it. Shoot. I guess I could delete this. I've already got that installed. Delete this. Delete that. Delete that. This I'm going to keep because I do actually have the RPG Maker VX Ace, and this actually came free. You didn't even have to buy the bundle. I had a friend that bought it for me, so I luckily lucked out and got the summer pack with it for free. Happened to copy it or download it onto my phone's SD card because I was in Florida at the time, and brought it back here to Indiana and pasted it back onto my computer. Anyways, with that being said, just need to delete some of these files. Don't worry about what they are. It's nothing regarding you guys. Most of these files are actually either games and or some of these are things relating to upgrading or downgrading the PlayStation 3 because I was having some issues with that, trying to get it jailbroken. And also you'll see a ton of GApps and LG stuff because I generally tend to fuck around my phone, and not in a good way, to try to fix stuff and get it working, and it ends up breaking, but that's nothing new. So anyways, I've deleted quite a bit of stuff. Let me go to the desktop. I'll sort by type and go to view large icons. That way the recycle bin should be towards the top. If not, then all I have to do is right click somewhere where there's nothing, go to sort by type descending. Oh, well, shoot. Oh, I know why, because this isn't my actual desktop, this is just the folder. So if you up again, this is the real desktop, because you have to go to this PC or quick access and then hit the up arrow again. One of those minor bugs in Windows 10, no big deal. And click empty, yes. And because I've already I still have that thing in the move thing. It should, oh shoot, it's on my D drive. That's why it said it didn't have space. Well, in that case, I'm gonna have to delete something in here. Ah, shoot. I really like this hard drive. I was gonna say I don't have any version of Windows on here, so I don't need AMD on this hard drive, but it was empty. Downloads. Okay, let's see. Rich. What is this, a game? It's empty folder. Wonderful. Another empty folder. Flash tool. This I don't need anymore. FMD. What is this? Free music downloader? Try again. Shit. Let me go back to my desktop and go to my actual desktop. Recycle bin. Empty. Click yes. And then wait for it. Then I can click try again. Come on, you stupid piece of shit. Try again. The R she blows hardy har har. There, now it's able to move it to my game folder in D games, whatever that folder was called, Hyperdimension Neptunia Rebirth 1. And right now I'm just deleting some empty folders, kind of cleaning up the hard drive a little bit. Anime? No, that's a downloader. Apps. Nothing useful in there. Let's see, notes. Crypto note miner. Doge. Downloads. Yeah, let's see what's in here. Shoot. Yeah, nothing really too exciting in there. File uploader. FMD. Again, I was telling you guys that was free music downloader, I think, but I'm not 100% sure. Oh, free manga downloader. Okay. This is games. These are a couple of games that I have in here. Inside of the N64 folder, I have, you go in the, I'm sorry, not in plugin, in one of these folders. You go to plugin, and then high-res textures, and I had some high-res texture mods in there. I'll be doing some HD N64 videos probably tomorrow. This is Ocean Horn. This is the 3DM version, which actually isn't that good, so I'll go ahead and uninstall it because I prefer to have the GOG version since there's no DRM and no cracks required. Click yes. It'll uninstall it. Click OK. And then see if, yeah, it's still there, so I'm going to delete this. 548 megabytes, okay. I never even played this Eden game, I don't think. And, oh well. I could always play it later. But for now, I'm going to delete it because it's just taking up space. So let's go back to desktop. Empty the recycle bin, click yes. Okay, back to my D drive, to games, and to the folder where I installed the game to, Hyperdimension Neptunia Rebirth 1. I'm going to right click this folder, or zip, sorry, go to properties, and if you guys download it, because it'll be coming from a different computer, you'll have to click unblock, click the little check right here, or click the unblock over here, and then click apply, OK. If it says read only, check read only first and then click unblock, apply, OK. Anyways, no big deal. It's already unblocked, so I can just right click extract here. You could either use the Windows zip archiver and just right click extract all. You can use WinRAR, which obviously has its own menu on right click, or you could also use 7-zip extract here. So there's 3 different ways to extract it. One of them is with the built-in shitty Windows tools, but some people never want to get this program for whatever reason. It's not going to hurt your computer, but no biggie. Shoot, my bad. There we go. So as you can see, there's a new folder in here. One of them's called Update and one of them's called Crack. Don't mind the Sweet Effects folder. That was simply for a shader mod that I had installed that I was testing out. So first, go to the Update folder, right-click Setup, go to Properties as usual, make sure it's unblocked, same thing for 1 and 2. And then after that, you run as admin. You don't have to do compatible options. Click OK. It's going to play some music, and we'll go ahead and make sure to browse to the folder that you actually installed it to, or it won't install the update, and that wouldn't be good because then your game still wouldn't work. So I'm going to play the music, just be sure to pay attention. And because, yeah, I meant to stop the music for a second, because the thing had automatically created a Hyperdimension Neptunia Rebirth 1 folder, if you put it, for example, in D games, or in C games, or whatever folder you put it in, just click on the folder that the game's in, or the folder that the game folder's in, and not the actual game folder. Excuse me. So for example, because I put it in D games, Hyperdimension Neptunia Rebirth 1, it's already titled correctly since I used the reloaded version, so just select the folder games because it automatically made and adds it to that folder. So click OK. That way it doesn't put it inside of a folder and screw it up. Be sure to click yes. Install. If it asks you for admin access, click yes to all and continue and try again. And from here you can click finish. I don't know what happened to setup 2, but luckily that's not really an issue. So anyways, we're back in the game folder, and let's go to Crack. That's what she said. Copy these 2 files, or well, first you want to, as usual, go to Properties, make sure they're unblocked because Windows likes to be a douche and or a dick, and put all these broken security things in Windows, even though they're very easy to bypass. I mean, I could probably get past this in my sleep, but that's not really the issue. So setup.api.dll, make sure that this file copies, and the INI file. If you have an issue with the DLL or with the INI, first copy it to documents and then copy it back to the game folder. That's the only way. So for example, I'll show you guys what happens. If you go to edit the INI file and you go to properties and it's read only and it won't let you change it or whatever for whatever reason, anyways, let's just pretend like this won't save. So you don't really have to edit anything here. It's completely optional, so keep that in mind. What I normally do is I'll edit the username for whatever my Steam username is. So for example, I could pull up Steam, which isn't currently open. I'll go ahead and open it for you guys to show you how to get your nickname. So it should open a copy of Steam offline, and I should be able to access my profile and get my username. But I'll go ahead and type it in here. Oh shit. Click start offline mode because my VPN's no longer active, and I still want to be able to access my account and my games. But yeah, so that's why. Anyways, Steam settings, and then from here you can go to friends and then just copy your profile name. Click copy. You can change your avatar, but again, you can't access that in offline mode or whatever. So now that I have my name, I'll go ahead and paste it in here. And select your language. If it's any other language besides English, just put whatever language it is, or whatever language you speak fluently. Now again, if you go to File, Save, and it gives you an error, just go to File, Save As. Make sure that it's the same title. Go to All Files. That way it saves it as an INI and not as a text. Go to Documents, click Save, click Yes if for some reason it's already there. And then from there you can go back to where is it? Documents, date modified. Here's the little bugger. You can edit it and save it in here. Hit see I Control S. It saved it, and it has this here. You can use any diacritic or acrylic characters, not guaranteed to work. So in other words, if your name is Russian, try to type it out in English first, or Romanized English. That way it doesn't screw up the crack. That's what she said. Anyways, now that we have the API.ini and the API.dll, we are good to go. So we've copied those two files from the crack to the game folder after installing the update and making sure that it installed properly to the right folder. Now this 4 GB patch thing, this I had in here to get it to where it would make the game use all of the necessary memory so that it wouldn't crash. So, but you can get this from Google. Just Google 4 GB PAE patch, and it'll work on any game. Or program. Just browse to the exe, click OK, and then you see it made a dot backup in case it screws it up. So from here you can just right click the game, run as admin, and click OK to close the application. So as you can see, this thing wasn't a success. So let's delete this, and let's go back to this and rename it. Enter, enter, and then we'll go ahead and run this as admin. If it still gives you an error, that means that you need the fix from the original files. And you can see the sweet effects stuff because I have a custom and the settings are up there mainly just for geeks like me that like to see how fast the game's running. It used to run like shit, but it runs great now for some reason. It'll work with the keyboard and mouse and or Xbox 360 controller and or any controller with the 360 controller emulator. Now loading, and so I'll load up into my save game so you guys can see that it saves and loads properly. No issues there. I gotta skip it, sorry, copyright. Anyways, yeah, nice. Looks good, looks much better. If I hit scroll lock, you'll see the difference in the... Oh, well, you can't see it, but there's a big difference in the other one. Anyways, looks good. Oh, I haven't saved it, okay. So we'll hit back there.
Game industry.
And the game looks much better with the shader. It really does. The reason I'm not toggling it off and on is mainly because if I hit Shift F12, it'll not only disable the shader, but it'll also pause or end the recording.
Here in this reality shift realm are 4 presiding CPUs.
Console page
Each
unit. Again, I'm going to skip past this just so you guys can see that it saves. Yeah, so I save it as well.
Here, this.
I'll do a video on Hyperdimension Neptunia Rebirth 2 tomorrow, as well as how
You're
to
not.
play PSP games
That.
on PC.
Well, shut rest with the heck.
But to be
What?
honest, though,
Well, true.
they
Not.
just recently started
What?
developing the 3DS
So I-
emulator, so that's
yeah.
great news.
Who are you?
And no, I'm not bullshitting you guys, I know it's not a virus. I'll put a link to the website in the description, as well as the BIOS files, but it hasn't been working for me, so maybe you guys will
What's
have better luck.
that?
God damn, it's some good graphics. Anyways, let's wait for the loader, blah 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 blah.
Well,
Okay.
but this is.
I love those faces. Because she's Such a goofball.
Hey, please, how? What? I am
Nep.
sure I am great.
Oh.
I don't, please, please.
What? That was, yes. Oh, but I got it. I'm nice. No, okay. Yeah. Okay. Wait, why do I have to go nude? I don't need to make myself more powerful. I can't bandage you with your clothes on. No need to be shy now. Well, I get that, but... Okay, here comes the wrap. This way, that way, loop it over. Hold on. Can you make it a bit loose? It's getting tight. You don't want it loose or you'll trip. Just be patient now. I can't. Nep. Are you okay? Please? Nep. But, just... I remember, well, you can, well, finally! What are you doing? What are you doing? Here I go! It's time for your medicine! My turn! Got it easy! That hurts! There! How was my power? If you're hurt, leave it to me. Hey! Do you want your shots? Turn. Hey! Hey! Gonna beat you up. Where's the patient? This may hurt a bit. We can make game industry peaceful again. lucky! Huh? This may hurt a bit. This may hurt a bit. Yeah! Gonna hit ya! If you're hurt, leave it to me. We're strong, aren't we?
Okay, so that's the game. Let's go ahead and run it again just to be sure. I don't know what I pressed. So as you guys can see, the game is what it normally looks like, and this is what it looks like with the thing and flying. So it looks much better in my view. So I'm going to continue to load, and as you can see, it can be if for some reason you guys don't have the... Okay, because like the original game, when you first download it, it's an ISO. You can either extract it, rename it to a zip, do whatever you want to do with it. Inside of there, there's a folder called crack. But yeah, I'm going to delete this 700 megabyte file though, because I've already installed the original fix. But if for some reason you guys do need that fix, I will put the fix in the description. But let me go ahead and show you guys my account so I can show you where the file and what it looks like and stuff and how to use it. So let me go to my account and cloud drive, here we go. This isn't my original account though, this is actually a completely different account, so let me log out. Now I'll log back into my main original YouTube uploading account. Here we go. I'm over my quota quite a bit, that's why I'm using a second and third account at the moment. But anyways, it's rld-hyperd.iso. Hyper-HF is the hotfix, and the fix.zip will also work. So the fix.zip is actually the more proper one. So I'm going to right click this, or yeah, double click it, and it'll say one download's added to the transfer queue. Click show me. It'll download in like 2 seconds. It's a really small file, just 5 megabytes. Double click it. That's what she said. Anyways, go to your downloads. It's not going to appear on your Firefox or Chrome downloads though. So what you actually have to do, or should do, is go to Start, File Explorer, and or just go to your desktop, and then from there you can look for the file, which is called fix.zip. It should be alphabetical, but like I was saying earlier, if for some reason I do normally access my desktop, I normally have it sorted by details. So with this fix.zip, you guys, before you install the update. The reason that it was crashing in the first place, before, you know, even before the update, you need this fix.zip. The original one only included these two files, and it didn't have the fix.exe. So I'm going to include the exe in the description. So let me go ahead and just extract this to desktop, and then it should be there now. Let me go ahead and sort by type. Okay, here we go. Right click, and I'm going to, well, the right click upload to Mega is broken, but here's the exe that you guys need. You need this exe before you install the update, or even after, just as long as it's replaced with the crack files from the second update, or from the update, sorry. So, because the crack files from the original ISO don't work, and neither do the DLL files, none of them work. So install the game from the original ISO, install the update, copy over the crack files, and copy over this exe. So I'm going to go to File, Upload. Oh shit, I can't upload on this account, I forgot, because it's over quota. I only have 10 gigabytes, or I'm sorry, 50 gigs, and I'm up to 93 gigs, so needless to say, over quota. So that being said, just because I love you guys so much, I'm using a third and a second account to continue uploading files to YouTube and other websites like Mega. So we'll go by date mod or size. Okay, that'll work. Neptunia, here we go. One file has been added to upload queue. Oh, shoot, I'm back. Okay. Right click. Okay. Right click. Oh, fucking thing. Okay, so from here I can go to my cloud, look for Neptunia Rebirth 1, right click this, and go to Get Link, copy to clipboard, close, and then from here I'm going to go and reply, and in case you guys are wondering, I am using uBlock, and you guys can use uBlock. I'll still get paid for the views, so don't worry about me not getting my advertising monies, because I do still get that, and I love you guys either way. So with that being said, reply, there we go. And here's the link that you guys need for the fix.exe. And I'm going to go ahead and edit it now so you guys can see. Here's the game, the ISO. Here's the magic disk, which you can use to mount it, or you can just use WinRAR or 7-zip to extract it, or you can rename it to a zip from ISO to zip, and then you can extract it using the Windows extractor, whatever your preferred method is. Extract this update after you install the game to any folder. Make sure that the setup is ran as admin and installs to the same folder as the game was originally. ORIGINALLY installed. Also, comma, see below for the fixed